Hello, I'm Fredrik from Opeth and you're watching Diskant.dk. We just started touring, I guess you could say. We just played one show before this one in Denmark at Copenhell. We played in Bonnaroo, America, in Tennessee, close to New Jersey. So we're right in the beginning of starting the tour, you know. And basically this is more of a warm-up before we release the new album that's going to be out in September. It's going to be called Heritage. And then we do a headline tour, start off in America, and then after that we're going to go tour here in Europe and hopefully also Denmark. I think we try to move around more. It's not that we, in the live part, that we said that we should just be still. Now we got the wireless system, so occasionally me and Mendes do the switch side thing. But in the more laid back parts, it's would look kind of stupid to, you know, jump around and headbang. Even though I like it sometimes when we play live, when we play a ballad, people tend to stage dive and crowd surf, and that's really funny. I like that. That's a different thing though, but we try to move a bit more. We mix so much different stuff, so I guess the best way to explain our music is we're Opeth, you know, in a way. Most of the older Opeth stuff, there is this special beat, 6/4 beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. I think we don't have many, you know, tuka 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 tuka. I don't think there's no Opeth song with that beat at all. Maybe that's one difference. And I think what Opeth is about is the dynamics between the more brutal death metal parts meets the more dark, melancholic, calmer parts, you know. And I guess we don't look at much what I mean, I love heavy metal, everyone loves metal, death metal, metal, classic metal, and but I think we just focused on doing what we do. We don't compare ourselves in that way with other bands. They do that, maybe we should do something like that, or whatever, you know. There's always been a little nerve of that folk tone in Opeth music, and especially Swedish folk tones. A lot might come from, for instance, Jan Johansson, jazz in Swedish. And on the new album, I think maybe that's why it's gonna be called Heritage, because in a way it is a heritage. I wouldn't say we're a folk band, but you have some tones of it. There is something about it. Well, touring and writing is, I guess, with Opeth, it's two different things, because we do tour a lot. But now, for instance, we have been more or less off for 1.5 years. So that's when Michael wrote almost all the material on the new album as usually. But I think as far as Michael's concerned, he can't write on the road. He needs to be back home to focus 100% in solitude, you know. So, but I like to record some riffs on the road, but it is difficult to be focused, I think. It's a lot, too many distractions around you when you're on the road. But for instance, when Michael wrote the new album Heritage, it came about maybe in 4 or 5 months, because when he does work, he works really focused and he gets a lot of stuff done in a short time. For instance, the new album, me and Michael co-wrote one track, but it's going to be one of the bonus tracks called Pyre. And I recorded a bunch of ideas, but that I played to Michael. He's open for everybody to come with ideas, but he has always been the creative force in Opeth, and longest member, of course, and so he has the last call. And stuff I came up with on this one, I think, was maybe a bit too much like something Opeth has done before, maybe. And Opeth is about to do something new, fresh for each album, you know, not repeat. But we did co-work on one track, but Michael always plays us all the songs, you know. Everybody has a saying in the band, if we like it or not. But usually, most of the time we like it, what he does, you know. He's a talented guy. Guitar playing wise was Michael Schenker. That's when I started playing a lot. Then Yngwie came about, and Ed Van Halen, Uli Roth, Frank Marino, Gary Moore, Richie Blackmore, more classic hard rock guys, I guess. Bands, I mean, it started out with new wave of British metal, a lot of Iron Maiden, Judas Priest. It's playing tonight. Looking forward to see them. Saxon, Dio, Ozzy Osbourne. Then you got into the more extremer, like started out with Metallica, I guess, Megadeth, and got into more King Diamond, Danish, Merciful Fate, important too. That's the base of it, I guess, and the more extreme bands like Death and Morbid Angel in a way too. Well, to play guitar with Opeth and Michael Åkesson is at the beginning was very challenging, still challenging, you know, because it involves a quite big variety of different type of guitar playing, I would say. It's not just to have a metal type of playing, it's you have more laid back parts, you have more finger picking style parts, and so it's been a good over 4 years now. I've been in the band, and I know more about his guitar playing now than in the beginning. It feels like we're a solid unit. We play very tight together. With Per Wiberg, unfortunately, he's not in the band now. He was in a way a bit before. He had said a couple of times that he might want to get out, and when we did a new album, he wasn't totally into it in a way, and so we decided in a friendly base to go separate ways now, which is boring, but now we have a guy called Jocke who is playing keyboards, and as for it is now, he is a session guy, but because he has this is the second show here at Copenhell he does with us. So, but he does play on the album. It's an intro track, piano, kind of calm thing that Jocke is playing on. The rest Per plays on the new record, but it wasn't a strategy or anything like that. It was just something that, in a way, came to an end, you know. But we're still good friends, and also. Judas Priest. Looking forward to see them. That's what I grew up with. So I accidentally played because the amps I was supposed to play with today didn't show up, so I had to do a improvised guitar rig. So I borrowed a Marshall amp and some pedals, and I accidentally played the intro of Victim of Changes, and some guy came up, "Don't play Victim." Oh, there you go.